Hey guys, today we're going to be giving our review of the very, very, very sad episode 5 of X-Men 97. To me, my nerds.
Fuck! What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Till the End of Life podcast. I am the nerd with no laughs today. X-Men has taken that from me. And by my side, as always...
Oh, the nerd with the knowledge.
That's right. Today is going to be an episode.
Yeah, today he's going to be nerd with the tude.
Yes, because I'm pissed. As you said, we're going to be talking about X-Men 97, the episode 5 that just dropped. It was a big one, to say the least.
Crazy.
The internet exploded.
Yes.
After this aired.
I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, you watched it a number of times.
Yeah,
a number of times.
I have lost count how many times I've ever watched it.
Yeah. It was, a great episode nonetheless. We're going to dive into that soon. But first, let's get into some nerd news.
Yes.
All right, so we have a bit to talk about. A lot of exciting news.
Yes.
Here coming up. Do you have anything you want to talk about first? You want me to go with mine
you go
first?
for yours
All right.
first, yeah.
So I think we got people watching our episode that are out there making decisions, because if you recall our live episode at Raw Comics that we did, you asked me a question at what movie would I like to see done, and I said The Last Ronin. I would love if they did a live action. Well, somewhere out there,
Last Ronin, Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles,
Just so
yes.
we're
Excuse
aware.
me, yeah.
Yes.
Ninja Turtles Last Ronin run.
Not the, what's his name? I'm calling him Ethan Hunt, but his real name is Tom Cruise.
Oh, right, yeah. The samurai, right?
Yeah.
The samurai one, yeah.
No, isn't it The Last Ronin?
No, but he plays a samurai in it. Like it's a.
Oh, The Last Ronin
That
Samurai.
Tom Cruise is actually, it's called the samurai. You're talking.
No,
you're
it's The
thinking
Last
of,
Samurai.
You're thinking of Keanu Reeves.
He does play The Last Ronin.
It's like 97 Ronin, I think, or something like that. It's something. Anyway,
I'm gonna look it up. But anyway.
Anywho, Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. So somebody out there that makes decisions heard us, and I'm sticking with that.
Mm-hmm.
There is talks of a Last Ronin R-rated live-action movie in development. Thank you, baby Jesus.
Yeah,
we
sweet
might
baby
begin
Jesus.
that.
Spoilers, if you guys
exciting.
don't know who The Last Ronin is.
I lost the bet on this. Yes.
Yeah, it is Mikey.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we see a dark side of the goofiness.
Yeah, The Last Ronin is very much a dark story
Yeah.
of Ninja Turtles.
It definitely needs to be TVMA or rated R.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to show the pain that he's feeling justice without having some blood and gore and just him kind of like almost like hold his punches back. Hold his punches back, like let loose.
Just go all out, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm actually going to be hopefully next week I'm going to go pick up the Last Ronin series. I found it at a comic book shop. Shout out Graham Cracker Comics here in Chicago. They have that series, and then they have another Last Ronin. It's I forget what the sub story is, but they have it there, so I plan on going in there and picking it up. Oh, here it is. Lost Years.
Okay.
It's that run of it.
So what is the years in between?
I don't know what that is, because it shows multiple turtles, but it doesn't look like our Ninja Turtles. So that'd be interesting to read.
Yeah.
Anywho, so can't wait for more news on that. As soon as we get any bit of news on that, you guys are going to be hearing about
Absolutely.
it. Other big giant news: Last Airbender official title and cast has been released for the animated movie series about Adult Aang.
Yeah, they're in their late 20s.
Correct. So the title is going to be Aang, the Last Airbender. Not too far off from just the Last Airbender. The villain is a big name. Dave Bautista is going to be voicing the villain, so very looking forward to that. Aang is going to be played by singer Eric Nam. Katara will be voiced by Jessica Matten. Sokka will be voiced by Roman Zaragoza, who is on the show Ghost. He plays the Native American. Which I'm just into that. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's on Paramount Plus CBS. It's a good. It's a funny. It's not like oh my god, ha funny, but it's like satire funny. It's like it's a cool take on like ghosts.
Okay.
Speaking of Airbender, the guy who plays King Boomy in the live action, he's the husband. And then the girl from iZombie. Do you remember that show iZombie?
I have not.
On CW?
I did not watch it.
It was a good show. I enjoyed it. It was just a take on like zombies that can still function. So like they kept the personality and kept everything. Is when they don't eat is when they start turning full zombie. When they don't eat brains.
Oh.
So she worked at a morgue and she was able to eat brains, and then since she worked at a morgue for the police, when she ate the person's brain, she would get some of their personality and get their memories, so she helped solve their deaths, their murders.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a really interesting take on a show. I think you'd enjoy it, possibly. I did. I know I did. I saw every episode. I saw the entire series. I believe it's on Netflix, so check that out if you guys haven't checked it out. Back to the cast. Toth would be played by real life blind actress Dion Kwan, so that's cool. She's done animated voiceovers. She's an animated voice actress. Zuko, the great Dante Bosco, is coming back to reprise his role as Zuko. I love that. Nobody else can touch animated Zuko other than him, in my opinion. Yeah, it'd be a slight against humanity if anybody else did it. So that's the new cast. No word as to when that's coming out.
October 2025.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Okay. So October next year. Awesome. Sweetness. Cool. So, and my last bit of news that I have, Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, is wrapping up. They're in post-production right now. I think they finished wrapping not too long ago on filming. So Mortal Kombat 2 will be coming out, and it has 27 fight scenes, sir.
Dude, that song's fucking
And that's from the actor that plays Jax.
He said it was like 2 to 5 minute scenes.
3 to 5 minute fight scenes. 3 to 5 minutes per scene. He says so fans of the games are going to like it. He goes that they listen to the fans from feedback from the last film, and they just implemented it in this movie. We're going to have Luke Cage in it. We're going to have a bunch of characters coming back. I'm excited for it. I thoroughly enjoyed this new take on it. Nothing will ever touch the original Mortal Kombat.
The movie?
The original movie. Do you remember
the first one was good.
Yeah.
None of
the
other
second one was ass.
Yeah.
The second one was real bad. But the first one, nothing will ever touch that.
Yeah, I agree.
But I did love this new take on Mortal Kombat.
And the new original character.
The new original, but I just like the direction that they took the movie and that they portrayed these characters. I think they played homage to the characters in a smart way and in a true way.
Yeah.
Kano was still an asshole. So like they played to each character.
Yeah.
Would have liked to have seen Raiden as a white guy, but that's besides the point. I enjoyed the storytelling, all of it. So that's what I have in Nerd News today. What do you
got? Some cool things. So as you know, we're covering episode 5.
Yeah.
Just to put it right out there, right now X-Men 97 is rated 9 out of 10 on IMDb, the entire series. And then I know you're not a Rotten Tomatoes fan, but
I mean
it is rated 98% right now, and it has the highest Marvel rating that they have ever had before.
Makes sense.
And Justified, 1000% agree with that.
Yeah. Now listen. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Rotten Tomatoes. Will I listen to their rating? For sure.
Yeah.
I will acknowledge
with
it.
With a grain of salt, obviously.
With a block of salt, sir. But no, I mean, I will... Listen, do they get it right sometimes? Yeah. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, like, I just don't put much stock into their ratings. I will listen to their ratings and I see it.
Yeah.
I don't take it upon my opinion. I will never see or not see something based on their ratings.
Yeah.
I will just be like, oh, that's what they rated it? Interesting. But yeah. Okay. You got anything else on it?
You got a couple cool things happening. So Agatha, which is just being called Agatha at the moment. There's no
because so many changes.
Yeah, the change of names, and then they said that was on purpose.
Yeah, because they're trying to show them what she's doing.
So we're supposed to get a trailer next month.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so in May we should be getting a trailer. Okay. And then also James Favreau is confirmed or reportedly going to return as Happy Hogan in Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm excited about.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see how it happens. Do we have a reference or see an Iron Man suit in the back? Possibly. You know, is it Happy from Superior Iron Man timeline? Hopefully.
Well, we did see Robert Downey Jr. is on record saying that he would like to, or that he would be happy to come back and play Robert Downey Jr.
No.
Iron Man. Sorry. Tony Stark. Sorry. Got fumbled up there.
Iron Man.
Yeah, that he would be happy to come back because of, what the character means to him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Thanks to, I think, Jack Rogan. He was RDJ was on Jack Rogan's podcast, and
who's Jack Rogan?
The MMA fighter, commentator.
Joe Rogan? Fucking, I'm like, who the fuck is Jack Rogan?
I don't know either, I guess. Oh my god, I totally meant Jack Rogan, Joe Rogan. Oh my god. Oh, I said Jack, but I meant Joe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? All right, now we got that cleared up. My bad, bro.
We got
so he interviewed him. He's like, say Kevin calls you right now.
I remember that.
Come back. He's like, wouldn't you think it'd be an injustice? He's like, no.
He's like, you wouldn't feel cheated? Yeah, I remember that
interview. He's like that. RDJ will forever be that toxic ex that you'll never, like, they hit you up at 2 a.m. What are you doing? You're down. You're sliding. Yeah. He's coming back every single time. Yeah. Like, there's no version of me wanting to ever cut ties with that man.
No,
for sure. Absolutely not.
I'm with you.
As
RDJ.
As RDJ as Tony Stark. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell, I want him to come back as a Tropic Thunder character. Fuck, that was amazing.
Jamie Foxx and him are in a movie. So Jamie Foxx is playing a racist white cop, and and RDJ is playing a Mexican, apparently.
Stop it.
Dude, I forgot the name of the movie is. I'll look it up. We'll throw it on at the end. But, yeah, dude, they're playing other people. That's fucking crazy, yeah.
I would love to see a movie of every actor playing another race. That movie would be fucking
bro, we put
hilarious.
Like Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, RDJ, Jack Black, I
want Jack Black as a Mexican dude. I want Kevin Hart playing like an Indian guy. I want fucking RDJ playing a black guy. Give me all of it. Yeah.
I'm with it, bro.
Yeah. We'll get on the phone and start making calls after this. Yeah, okay. You have some Bo DeMeo news, correct?
Not necessarily Bo DeMeo news. Okay, so before we get to that, another cool thing is that Guardians, the final team, the iteration of the newest team that we've seen at the end of Guardians 3,
Volume 3,
we will see them, and it's been confirmed, we will see them before Secret Wars. So they're going to be in some future project that has not been disclosed yet, but they will be back before Secret Wars. Nice. So we'll get to see them in action. They probably have gained some continuity. Probably have a new ship.
Yeah, it was up in the air at the end of Volume 3. Well, no, I meant that team was kind of up in the air like at the end of Volume 3.
I didn't get that.
Really?
I felt like this was the future. This is James Gunn handing off this franchise.
No, for sure. But I meant like as far as us seeing them again, that was kind of like it was kind of what's happening.
I saw it like the Avengers. There's so many different iterations of the Avengers. And there's multiple iterations of the Guardians, you know. Nova was on there, from time to time. I'm trying to blank of all the other members.
No, I remember you ran off on a list on who was
there's a lot of them.
Guardians, yeah.
I
mean, there's a lot of people.
And then before we get to the Bo DeMeo part, X-Men, all the X-Men will have new suits by the end of this season.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Interesting to see. And I wonder why. Like, I'm cool with the classic.
Yeah.
Or do they switch it up to the new ones because
they went for how many years with those suits in the 90s? Yeah, it does. But I feel like if you're going to be going through time with the X-Men, you're going to see them update some type of evolution. Suits. Yeah, you're going to see it.
Oh, okay, fair point.
And then, the easiest way to break this down would be like, this is Magneto's X-Men. Why not have them look different?
Well, not no more.
I mean, we'll get to that, but that's neither.
But okay, there. So hopefully those new suits carry into the MCU. That'd be cool to see. That'd be nice to see. Maybe that's why they're trying to do it, to separate the MCU to the older ways and stuff like that.
That could be a reason. Very much so.
We don't usually rate. We don't usually rate an individual episode, but I would give this fucking episode 6 stones. It tore me apart.
Yeah.
And it hit me, and I didn't even see this coming. After the Mojo bullshit that we got, it's not
that's a huge turnaround,
bro.
From Motendo to
talk about bipolar. Bipolar ass fucking sequence of episodes now.
For sure.
Fucking total.
Sure.
Not to pick on bipolar people. I'm so sorry. I should have been a little.
No, I meant no. You mean it as the term. I didn't see you making fun of them.
Okay, but just in case, like,
I just thought as the term you mean of like one way, time this way and the other way. Yeah,
literally flip the coin, just like heads and tails
for sure.
Day and night of just the magnitude of this episode.
Yeah. I would reluctantly
with
agree,
that. Boda Mail, what did you do to Marvel to get let go? Because he wrote and produced season 2.
Yeah.
I have huge concerns for the production of season 3 that's already starting right now.
Okay.
It's already in production. They already confirmed that they're starting on it.
Yeah.
I am nervous because if 1 and 2 are his creations.
You mean to see it without his direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am nervous because this man put himself in probably the best episode out of these first 5.
Yeah, he was in it.
He shows up at the end.
If you guys didn't see it, it's like a split second. It's right before a blast, I believe.
Yeah, so it's right after they spoilers. Magneto passes, right? So, well, it's not confirmed, but whatever. So he gets fucked up, and he says Omega level threat neutralized, and then terminated, and he turns eliminated. I don't remember what he said.
Eliminated. Yeah.
But then he looks at all the mutants, and he charges up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Before that, you'll see it's a blonde haired guy, got an earring. That's him in the episode. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. All right,
and it looks just like him.
It really
does. That's pretty cool.
All right, I think that's it for nerd news.
Yeah,
right?
Let's do a Spitfire round.
All right,
rid of these. So you went first, right?
No, you did, sir. Oh, no. You're right. I did.
We switched it up. So
I'll go first.
I'll let you go first again.
You want me to go? You want me to tell you? Okay.
So the score right now is 3-2. Yeah. I'm up 1 point.
Yes.
All right. Let's do this time clock real quick. And we are starting. Well, you got to tell me.
Yeah, I got to tell you, and then you start it. So, Marvel, DC, doesn't matter. Any superhero. Superheroes that can use their powers for travel.
Okay.
Go.
Superman, Flash, Iron Man, Batman. He has vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not counting Batman.
No,
because that's not his powers. That's his
okay, Captain vehicles. Marvel, okay. Sam Wilson, Ghost Rider.
No, that's a vehicle.
He imbues the vehicle. That counts.
No, that's a motorcycle. Yeah. No, that's Blue not Beetle. His powers.
Okay, time out.
Blue Beetle. I'll count 6. I'll count Blue Beetle. I'm not counting Ghost Rider.
Why not?
Because he doesn't use the powers to travel. He gets on the bike, and then he just lights up the bike. But that has nothing to do with the travel.
Horse, correct. Freaking but car, doesn't matter what it is.
Right, but those things in themselves travel. So that's not Iron Man. It's his suit. He flies off with it.
Yeah, but he makes them travel fast as fuck, too.
He enhances neither them. Here nor there. I'm saying uses his powers. The powers themselves are the reason he's able to travel that far. The bike, without his powers, can still go.
Technically, no. He took that busted down bike.
Oh, here we go.
Nicolas Cage movie. He took the busted down bike on books that didn't work, and he made it move. Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah, but it counts. It's still a motorcycle. It counts. It does not count. I'm only counting 6. No, that's not gonna happen. All right, so that you got 6, which is good. There are plenty more. Rogue, fucking so many. But anyway, okay. All right, yours.
All right. Again, similar to yours, X-Men or mutants or DC, Marvel, Star Wars, anything.
Oh, okay.
You have to so they only exist in teams of 3. There are 3 members in the crew, and that is it. It does not matter any universe.
Okay,
go.
Titans, X-Men, Avengers,
teams of 3.
X-Force.
Okay, hold on. I think you missed.
You said 3 or more, no?
No. Teams of only 3. 3 members.
Hold on. What do you mean teams of only 3?
There's 3 people in the team, and that is it. There is not a fourth. There is not 2. There's not a pair. It's not a sidekick and a main guy. It is 3 people in that team. A team of 3 only. I will let you restart. And all the ones you said do not count.
Only? Yeah, I know, because a team of 3? Mm-hmm. Did you start already? Wait, no.
I'm restarting it now.
Oh, let me know when you start.
Ready?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You cheated, but whatever. Go.
No. The Spider-Man, they count, right? That's a team of 3.
Fair. That's 1.
Wong, America, and Doctor Strange.
They're not an established team.
But they teamed up. That still counts.
I meant a team of 3.
Oh, that are established as a team? The Marvels?
I like it. That was clutch. I didn't think about that one.
Ant-Man, the Wasp, and...
Nope.
Oh, no, because that's only 2. 3. I know
That's
there's
it, time.
someone. Fuck.
That was a good one, right?
That's hard, because I never seen team of just 3. Who were you thinking about?
So Beetleborgs, there's only 3.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's not...
I said
not,
anything, anywhere, there's no...
But you said like Marvel, DC, Star Wars. I was thinking like an hour realm, not fucking anything like that. That's different. I would have came up with that. I would have came up with that. I didn't know you meant like...
I said anything, anything.
Yeah, but when you say anything, I think you meaning like what we normally talk about: Marvel, DC, Star Wars.
And then
like
there's
that
the
stuff.
Power Rangers Ninja Force. There's 3.
Oh, I could have said Luke, Han, and Leia. Fuck.
That was one of them. They're always together.
Yeah.
Luke, Han, and Leia were the
Who did you
trio.
just say?
Huh?
Who did you?
Oh,
just
the
say?
Power Ranger Ninja Force. There was only 3 of them. There was a girl.
On that. Okay.
That one was one of the teams because they established their own team, the Spider-Man one. Mm-hmm. The Marvels was pretty clutch. I didn't think about them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of just.
I got 3, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. I
fucked
just
you up
need
with
3
6.
more. Yeah.
Hey, 4.
To be fair, my one I came up with was pretty easy.
Yeah.
The flight one, the transportation or the travel, that was pretty easy. So, oh well. All right. So 4-2.
4-2. Let's do it.
All right. Now, let's get into this fucking episode.
Well, so I had said I would give this episode 6 stones. What would you give this episode?
Well, yeah, I said I would reluctantly agree.
Okay. So you're with the 6 stones?
As much as I hate it, yeah.
Okay, explain to them why you hate it.
So listen, look at me. Fucking this X-Men 97 show and anybody who had anything to do with this, fuck you guys, right? Fuck you in the ass with the sandpaper dildo, okay?
Whoa, relax with the PD shit, bro.
They started it, Kike. No, it's them. Fucking shit. How the hell do you kill off Gambit?
Bro,
and Magneto?
He's coming back. And
dude,
they teased at it because we see like a fight sequence with Kurt Wagner, which is Nightcrawler, and he has 2 swords, and it's him and Gambit fucking around, and Gambit's in his original.
See, that's why I asked you. I'm like, could that have been just a scene from an old X-Men show?
I think it's a future. I don't remember ever seeing it.
So the only thing I could think of is that Cable comes back and actually succeeds this time in helping them either escape or
we already confirmed that there's going to be an episode where Logan and Storm are in an alternate reality in the future where they're in a relationship.
Okay,
it's happened in the comics plenty of times. I mean, Logan gets around. He's been around.
You
forever.
You live for that long. Yeah, are bound to. Yeah.
But yeah, so we know that alternate timeline exists already. So I mean, do they just blow up this timeline? You know, why was the Watcher there? This was a Nexus.
Just watching. Couldn't fucking do shit. Like I mean,
he didn't get the fucking. What is their team called from What If?
The Galaxy. No. It's not the time. They had a name. Avengers, isn't it? No.
They had a name, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I forget.
Hopefully, someone hit us up in the comments. But
yeah,
yeah. I mean, this was like an absolute point. You know, I think that's why the Watcher showed up, and which is something established in What If.
So you think this is something that can be changed?
Correct. So this timeline. So my original theory of the X-Men we were gonna see for the future was this timeline. I scratched that.
Okay.
I'll express why at the end once we go through the. Oh no! Actually, let's just start getting into it, and then I'll get there. Yeah. So it opens with Tish, the reporter. She was from the original '97 series. We've seen her before as a reporter, and she's interviewing everybody at the X Mansion.
Right.
So she starts with Beast, and Beast gets a little blush. You know, he gets.
That was cute.
It was cute. And then it flips out, and then it goes to them at Genosha, and it shows Eric, Rogue, and Gambit.
Them three go to Genosha because there's a meeting with the council, and they want to talk to Magneto.
Correct. Genosha gives me like Wakanda vibes as they're starting to arrive.
A little bit.
I liked it a lot. That was pretty cool. And it's not far from Wakanda either.
Is it not?
Geographically, no.
Where is Genosha?
Just not far from Wakanda. I just remember seeing him on the map. Genosha's here, and Wakanda's over here, where Africa's at.
So Genosha is near Africa.
Correct.
I did not know this.
Yep.
Okay.
Hence why they need a jet to fly over there.
Now that's an island, though, correct? It is an actual island.
Because
Genosha?
He tore it off.
Right, correct. But it sits as an island right now, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's the only way to get there.
Okay.
And then we see Madeline Pryor greet them as they arrive.
Mm-hmm. And Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Kurt Wagner shows up as Nightcrawler. And then we see, what's her name? Dr. what?
Connor? Or Mora?
Neither. Cooper. Dr. Cooper.
Who the fuck's Dr. Cooper?
The chick that I think is Mystique.
Ew.
Yeah, Dr. Cooper.
Gotcha.
Which, again, it's everyone's talking about this now. Even new Rockstars are like, yeah, the rumor is that she's definitely Mystique.
Mystique's in this fucking series somewhere.
She's been in the entire series. Yeah, Dr. Cooper.
For sure.
And if I'm wrong, I'll die on that hill just like how
that's fine.
The Mephisto train. I'm on that. Definitely, I picked it up from episode 1. And you're like, oh. Yeah. And then I started seeing more traction of that. Everyone else talking about it. I really think it's her. Okay. Because she's very manipulative like that. And because of her interaction always being with Eric, you know, and then she was Rogue's adopted mother that brought her to Eric.
Yeah,
you know, so that's that tie-in right there, and I think Eric does have some. He's manipulating some things in the background, and I think he knows that Dr. Cooper is Mystique. But I think some of it's out of his hand. Like, I don't think he had anything to do with the attack on Genosha that we see.
Oh, no, hell no, dude.
No,
absolutely
he would not have sacrificed his people to make a point like that.
If he would have did anything, he would have been able to manage the entire situation.
Yeah.
So that no.
So they're getting to Genosha because they're going to ask Magneto to be
the ruler,
their counselor, not the counselor, the chancellor. The chancellor is essentially like their king.
Yeah,
and
I did think it was cool to see because like when they get to Genosha, they start showing Genosha a little bit, and I like that it was showing a lot of people like celebrate, be happy, and it was showing a lot of them like using their powers to dance
willingly,
but no, freely. to dance.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of cute. I was like, oh, that's cool, showing them that.
It gave me like the Miss Marvel's town or planet that they went to where they all sing and dance, and Wakanda all together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was getting Wakanda when in Black Panther when T'Challa and Neela, what's her name? His girl.
Yeah.
When they were walking through the town talking. Nakia. There you go. When they were walking through the town talking.
Yeah.
I was getting those kind of vibes from the town of Genosha.
I agree.
So okay.
I definitely agree.
And then to go back to the reporter, Scott went off on this girl.
Yeah,
like
so
they
flip back.
tells her off.
Yeah. So yeah, after we see the statue of like Magneto and Professor X, and then Kurt takes off with Gambit and Rogue, and then it flips back, and so Scott's now being interviewed by Tish, and
she brings up the baby.
Well, actually, right before that. Yeah, right before that, Jean is talking to Logan, in the pool situation.
Oh yeah, when she's going through her memories. Yeah.
So she's trying to, and it gave me like X-Men 2 vibes when she.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Him. Yeah, that's a good point.
And you said like there's a, so ever since you said it, like there's always a callback to something else in the MCU or now in the Fox continuity universe.
So let's just leave it at past projects.
Yeah. Yeah, that gave me that vibe.
For sure, I didn't think of that. So now that you said it, yeah, for sure. Oh, and then she plants one on him. Ooh,
and Logan doesn't go for it.
Respect, Logan. Yeah, that was nice. He's like, hey, you're going through a lot, this and that. Mm-hmm. He drops some like wisdom on her too. He's like, it's just he's dealing with a lot, and then so is she. She's going through a lot of emotions, dude. Yep. She doesn't really know.
Not realizing when the switch actually happened, which has still not been confirmed. Yeah. We have no idea when they were switched. Mm-hmm. We have speculations, but there's no concrete evidence.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what memories are hers and what memories are Madeline's.
Yep.
And for them to be intertangled like that still. So then we see that happen. Logan kind of shuts her down. And then they're also telling the story together.
Yeah.
Of like the telepathic way of how they talk to each other. And then it turns out that Scott's been a fucking little douchebag, which... I mean, I blame him. It's his fault. You have a choice. Yeah. Every single time you have a choice.
Yeah, but imagine Sandy has a freaking twin that comes home.
We had the discussion on the last episode.
What? No. This is a separate thing. I'm saying imagine somebody walks in and it's another Sandy at the door, and then you find out that she was cloned. And this and that, and this new Sandy is the real Sandy, like the first Sandy that you met. Mm-hmm. And then the Sandy you thought was yours leaves. You're gonna tell me you're gonna lose complete contact with that one?
I wouldn't have let her leave. First off, I would try to figure this out.
Just throuple it.
Oh no!
Date her and the clone at the same time, sister wife.
Hey, if anyone can pull it off, fucking Scott Summers could.
Hilarious. Okay.
No, that's not at all what my thought process was. We would talk it out. We'd figure this shit out, Or we're building a fucking time machine van so we can fucking go get our son, Okay.
You
know what I mean? Like there's other options instead of being a whiny little baby.
All right.
And then now having telepathy sex with fucking. Telepathy sex. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's true. That's what they were doing, bro.
Alrighty.
I mean, they were kissing in their psychic lock.
Yeah.
So I'm positive because Emma Frost used to do that with Sebastian Shaw, which we see.
I remember where she would just make the person think that they were doing something. She's sitting on the couch.
Yeah, just chilling. Somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
So, and Emma knows that Madeline Pryor was fucking around with. She sees like she makes a little that smirk.
Drift. She's like, oh yeah, drifting.
Yeah, you did that, huh? I'm with that too.
No, okay.
But overall, I just want to establish this. Rogue's for the streets, bro. Rogue is for the streets, bro.
I disagree on this.
Rat.
You do not talk about my Rogue.
I don't give a floop. I don't give. And then Gambit takes that breakup like a G. He's like, you know what? Fine.
We could just.
You gonna be like that? All right. He's like, but sometimes it's more than touch. Love goes deeper than touch. Yeah, and that man loves her, adores her.
I think that's why he's able to say that. I think he's able. That's why he's like, listen, we could just be friends. It's still going in my life. But here's my thing. Here's why I don't think Rogue is for the streets. Because I feel like if Rogue is for the streets, she'd just be out there slanging it to anyone.
She could.
So, no, she can't. She'd kill anybody she touches. Listen. Hold on. I think the only reason she's going back and forth between Magneto and Gambit, she has that mental connection with Gambit. That love connection.
Emotional.
Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. She has that emotional connection to Gambit, but she has a physical connection to Magneto because he's the only one that she can physically touch.
That's not true.
Why is that not true?
Because she just hasn't trained her powers. She, in the comics...
Okay, but as it stands, to this day, there's still no one else that she can touch without hurting them or killing them. So that's why that physical touch is big for her. It's something she's never been able to express to anyone. If for somehow Gambit were to figure out a way so where he could physically touch Rogue and she not hurt him, you don't think Rogue would go to Gambit?
Well, clearly she fucked up and didn't, and then realized she messed up.
Well, because Gambit doesn't know how to do that, or he can't. Maybe his powers aren't.
Come on, it's Magneto. I get he's trying to do good, but Gambit said it. He's like, I see you getting your heart broken, and I'm gonna let you go be a hoe.
Rogue is the one who broke the heart with Magneto. She's the one who walked away from Magneto.
Yeah, but Gambit don't know that.
Fair enough. I will say it was poor choice on her part, or it was a dick move from her to literally dance in the middle of the fucking dance club.
She could have came in through the side and be like, "Oh, well, let's talk about this. Yeah. I'll take your exception." No.
She did that. She did it to put on the show for the people to show that them two are going to be ruling it. I get that, but to do it in front of fucking Gambit, who's sitting right there, that was some bullshit.
She did not have to fly in and make a grand entrance like dude. That. She put on all the toxic show you could have.
Yeah, that was big.
She might be Latina.
Maybe, but yeah. So that was fucked up.
And then we see Jean, and so Jean gets hit with like a blue psychic ray.
Yeah. Well, before that, Rogue actually finally tells us the story of her and Magneto.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that was a good little callback. So she sat Gambit down and explains the whole thing after Magneto comes to her and says, "Listen, I want you to
be my queen.
Be my queen while I rule Genosha."
He explains why.
Right. Yes,
because was a lunatic, borderline still is.
She humanizes him a little bit, yeah.
Right. And so to explain a little bit more about Rogue's power set, she can not only take people's powers, but she's like an empath where she can take your feelings and know exactly what you're feeling. And so you can't lie to her. Yeah, and your smarts. So she extracted the surgeon's knowledge on how to deliver a baby. You know what I mean? So she can pull your emotions. Like, you just can't lie to her in a relationship.
Correct, yeah.
So, or in anything, really, because she'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. So, I forget her name, but Mystique played her stepmother.
Her adopted mother.
Oh, I mean, sorry, adopted mother. Yeah. So she took her in and then led her to Eric. And then later on, everyone
she helped her develop her Rogue's powers and stuff like that. Yep. She helped him work on it. Yeah. Okay.
And then now staying with this guy, who I didn't know that Eric was an artist. He has metal paintbrushes, and he's like using his telepathy or his magnetism to move and paint. I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah, he paints Rogue real nice.
Yeah, it gives me like
I'd have had her just clothesless, sir, just on the.
So I was about to say that. Paint me like one of your fucking French girls.
Yes,
straight out of a Titanic scene.
I'd have had every inch of that woman's body painted. Mm-hmm. Like, are you serious? But
but that's why she's for the streets.
Negative.
But she's for the streets.
How many people do you think she let paint her? Just Magneto.
Should have been Gambit.
Fair enough. I don't know if Gambit can paint. Anyway, all right.
So we see that, and we see them like go through it, but then she leaves him because of all of his bad memories. So as they sleep together, sleeping in bed, she is absorbing all of his pain.
And she sees it. Yeah, she's like, well, all his pain and anguish that he's dealing with, plus her demons. She's like, we can't.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. So she walks away from him.
Yep, and then she finds a family with the X-Men, and he swears to not bring it up and act like it never happened
because he doesn't want her to lose that family.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So
really like that story.
Beautiful.
I like how that was played out. Very smart way to tell. To give a little bit of history on Rogue without diving all into it like crazy. It was nicely done. Yeah.
They are able to tell multiple storylines, multiple comic storylines in such a short period of time.
Yeah, and keep us engaged in each one.
Exactly. Exactly. There's not a dull moment. Mm-hmm. As much as I didn't care for the
Motendo.
The Mojo, it was still entertaining. Like, it kept you engaged. Mm-hmm. Did I care for it? No. But did I enjoy it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're doing a great job with this show run. Just the way it's happening, the way they're engaging, and they're telling
the way the season's being told so far. Yeah, it's good television for sure.
Agreed. Where are we at right now?
So then Dr. Connor comes in. Dr. Connor, correct? Comes in.
Cooper. Dr.
Who's
Connor, the lizard.
No, dude. There was somebody in there named Connor too. Maybe not Doctor, but it was anyway.
Wait, before we keep going, remember I was saying we'll dive into this when we get there. Remember we talked about Gene and Scott, and they get all pissy with each other, and he snaps on the reporter because he brings up Nathan,
right?
And he's like, "Oh, well, there's records that you gave birth to a child," and he's like, "That man," and he loses his shit. And I talked to you on the phone about this. I think the storyline that this is going to adapt going down, and who we might see in Secret Wars, is the is the Scott Summers that takes on the Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
And he's going to put his team together because Namor's on that team and a handful of other mutants. They all share the Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
And I think that Fury, angry Scott Summers is going to be a team in the Secret Wars Battle World situation. And I think we're going to see that version of an X-Men.
That would be dope.
I think it'd be dope as fuck, dude.
See that live action, that'd be cool.
The tidal wave that Namor is already powerful. The tidal wave he's able to summon with the Phoenix Force.
Oh, dude,
tsunami.
Yeah, dude.
Just ridiculous, dude.
Wow.
Man, it'd be crazy. I think at that point, that's when he would use the. Man, it would be because he still has beef with Wakanda. The Namor we know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he understands that he needs them to survive, against the the land. Man, imagine he just wrecks Wakanda, and then their new base is, Wakanda.
Who Namor's?
Namor and this Cyclops.
Oh, the Phoenix Force,
the Phoenix team situation. Okay. Dude, some crazy shit can happen in Secret Wars. My mind went crazy, but I just wanted to put that theory out there. That'd be so dope to see that. Because we've seen a badass fucking Cyclops already. This whole they've highlighted him so well in these episodes, the fight scenes and stuff like that, and the fucking epic one-liners. To me, like all of it, bro. It's just dope.
This is the Cyclops we've all been wanting and needing. Yeah, for sure.
Well, because he got sidelined in X-Men 97
and all that.
Yeah, he was great in all the other seasons of this previous
X-Men
this X-Men, and then the X-Men Evolution, X-Men, a bunch of different animated
Cyclops is always hidden.
He's
always hidden.
No, I don't agree.
You don't think he's always hidden pretty well?
This storyline, the 3 seasons we're gonna get in the previous 6 that we got for this continuity, yes.
Okay.
But X-Men Evolution, Wolverine and the X-Men, those other animated series, I think they did him bogus. He wasn't. He became very much a side character, and they highlighted Wolverine as a lead.
Yeah, I think I must have only seen him as in this lineup.
In this lineup, absolutely dope. Yeah, I loved him.
Okay.
But all the other ones, not so much.
Yeah. So, all right. So back to what I was saying. So Cooper comes in, starts talking to them, and then she hits Magneto with the line of a lot of you're gonna make terrorists into leaders, and he goes, he hits her with yet so many allow their leaders to be terrorists. Mic drop, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, give it to her.
Yeah.
Just shut her ass up with that line. Fucking loved it.
Oh, you jumped to when they're in the gala.
Well, no, that was at the club.
The gala.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the gala.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I really like the interaction and who's on the council for Genosha. Okay. When they're in the council meeting.
You got Shaw.
They have Shaw, Emma Frost, Moira Taggart, and who is from X-Men First Class. The chick, the CIA agent.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's with Professor X all the time. Oh, that's her.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's her, but she has her original accent in this one.
Okay.
Now who else did we see there? Emma Frost, Moira Taggart.
The other Jean, what's her name?
Madeline Pryor. Yes. So that was,
and then another dude in green.
Banshee.
There you go.
It's Banshee. Banshee's on it. Was it Banshee or was that Havoc? I think it's Havoc. It's actually Scott Summers' brother. Alex Summers. Yeah, Havoc.
That didn't look like
Havoc is the guy that.
I didn't see that on him. I saw like a V. I may have seen that, but
maybe it is Banshee then.
I don't know. I'll check, but go ahead. Keep going.
Banshee's the guy that throws like sonic waves out of his mouth, and he kind of helps him fly. You know what I'm talking about? We saw him in X-Men.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I know. Yeah, but go ahead.
But it's one of them. It's either Alex Summers or Banshee, Havoc or Banshee. One of them. I want to know because I don't remember now.
It is not, sir. You see him?
So that's Banshee.
It's not Havoc.
It's not. It's Banshee then.
You're correct.
It's Banshee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me see what else. Oh, dude, you know what hit me hard? When Gambit's sitting there just listening to the news, he tears and then he throws fucking Queen of Hearts into the fire pit.
When he's talking to Rogue? Yeah, where he's just throwing cards in there, yeah.
And then they stop and look at the Queen of Hearts and say,
yeah, because that was always Rogue to him, right? His Queen of Hearts. Yeah, man.
Yeah, his share.
Tough stuff. Okay. Dude. So
we're at the gala now. I just want to fast forward back to where we're at. I just wanted to highlight some other stuff. But we're back at the gala, and we see them dancing. We see Azazel in the background, which is more reason why I think Mystique is Dr. Cooper. Because in this continuity, Mystique and Azazel are the mother and
Nightcrawler's parents, yeah.
Correct. But there has been some new comics that have established that Mystique is his father.
Oh, I did see that.
She changes into a man and then impregnates a woman, and that woman gives birth to Kirk. Mm-hmm. I don't know what continuity they're going to follow, but either one I'm okay with. But it was cool to see Azazel.
Either one are interesting.
We see the Archangel still in the
metallic wings,
yeah, with the upgrade from Apocalypse, which is cool. Who else do we see? That's pretty much it. And then there's a bunch of other mutants back there. Oh, that one guy that jumps down like the waterfall and swims down it and jumps back out. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it's cool to see these mutants live freely.
Yeah,
and they don't have to hide their powers. They just look like us.
Yeah, they look like they're living their best life. Like, yeah, for sure.
With the exception of, man, they must tax hard. A $10 apple.
That Jesus was, Christ, I mean, but to be fair, you're trying to establish an island. Like, you're trying to,
I get it.
You know? But, yeah, so then we get to the pivotal change in the episode. Madeline gets hit with a psionic beam.
And
not a psionic beam. She just gets a sharp, like,
pain. I call it a psychic shock.
Yeah, psychic shock. Thank you.
That's what I called it. Yes. I don't know if that's what it is.
I'm going with that. I like it. So she gets hit with that.
But Jean's is blue and Madeline's is red.
Red, yeah.
And so that's
no, Madeline got hit with the blue one.
No, it's red.
I'm looking at it right now.
We just watched it.
Oh shit! It is red. Fuck.
Thank you, sir.
Huh.
$2.
Oh please. All right, and then she hears. Well, she sees a bunch of visions, and she hears Cable.
Yeah.
Yelling shit.
Yeah. Well, he says turn it off.
No, that's later.
No.
He does say that at that moment. Okay.
Well, we don't know. We hear Cable, but we don't technically
he says
know.
Turn off the music.
Yeah.
Turn off the music. Yeah.
And then he comes back in person, and we see him. And then he actually says it again.
Yeah.
So it was her seeing the future.
Yeah.
Because Nathan Summers is, because of the techno-organic infection that he has, he is not living to his full potential.
Ooh,
yeah, so it's hindering him. So he's psychically holding it. You know how Iron Man had the sheet metals in him?
The shrapnel,
and then the arc reactor was like a magnet pulling.
Yeah, it was holding it from going up his bloodstream. Yeah,
right. So similar to this, the techno-organic infection that he had, his psychic ability is what's holding the
infection in place
now. So they were able to subdue it and stop it, and then he uses psychic technology or psychic ability to hold it and like keep it in place. But he can't use his full potential because he's stuck having to hold it.
Because he's using some of it to stop that. Okay.
Exactly.
Ooh, okay.
And then he also can shoot a beam out of his eye similar to his father.
Oh shit. Nice. Yeah. Dope. That's cool. So he has both his parents' powers.
Yes.
Sick.
That's why they make him there's another version of Nathaniel Summers. Or is it Nathaniel? I think it's Nathaniel. Where Jean and Cyclops actually have that son. And He's basically Jesus. Yeah, he has the beard, the long. He looks like Jesus, bro. Okay. Look him up, and he's like Omega level. What's the Richards kid? Franklin Richards.
Okay.
Remember, the Omega level kid?
Oh, yeah,
he's also a mutant, and then he has the genetic makeup from his parents, from Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
They're on par with the same abilities, being able to reality warp and crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Crazy shit. So, yeah, that happens, and then I already knew some shit was about to go down when we saw The Watcher. And I saw it the first time, I was like...
Yeah, and then you told me, and I was like... I think I had looked down because I was texting you about the episode, and I looked down at that moment, and I went back and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's clearly right there." So then, Cable gets to Madeline, and he winds up he's trying to tell him, you got to get everybody out, and then you hear his device going off, and then he's like, "I'm sorry," and he digitizes away.
Well, she holds his face and looks at him with his brown eyes.
She's like, she says,
"You made it."
Yeah.
She's like, you made it.
Yeah, and then his device starts going off. He says...
Because she met Cable in previous seasons of X-Men. So she didn't realize that was her son in the future. And it hadn't been established in this series yet that that's her son. We all knew that as the comic readers, because that was something that was already flirted with and starting to be established.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't set in stone just yet.
Oh.
And now we know that that was the case.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't know that. If you didn't read the comic, you didn't know back then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There wasn't YouTube to look this shit up, or a Wikipedia page, or Marvel Wiki page. None of that existed back then.
Yeah.
So if you didn't read it, you didn't know it, and you're like, what? What's going on? Who the fuck is this Cable guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So after he digitizes away, you just start seeing explosions, just big ass blasts.
Green
One hits
blast.
the Gala, just destroys shit.
Dude, when it hits the Gala and Rogue and Magneto just stand there, they just take it. I thought they were gonna die right then and there, and they didn't. But whatever.
Well, I mean, let's break it down. So they start blasting. Magneto comes up. He gets his orb going. Gambit gets to Rogue, and then they just start going after these Sentinels.
Yeah,
they're fighting him off. They're subduing some, but then that big fucker comes out and he starts going after
a 3-headed fucking Sentinel, and it's massive.
Yeah.
He's what did Gambit say? Like Godzilla level.
Yeah.
Godzilla size or whatever.
So Magneto, Gambit, and Rogue are fighting this huge ass Sentinel.
Killer team of 3.
Yeah, but they're not a team. They were just fighting the other. But
but they're X-Men though. But I'm saying this is a solid team of 3 that they.
Oh yeah.
But where the fuck is Madeline Pryor this whole time? She is an Omega level mutant.
She probably got knocked out or something. I don't know.
I think she could have been the difference maker.
Possibly, yeah.
And originally I told you I thought she had died. Remember we see the redhead? But we find out it's Dazzler.
Yeah, it's Dazzler.
Yeah, who Taylor Swift is rumored to play in.
It's very rumored. So then we see what's the group of people that Leech is in?
So before that happened, we see a dope ass save by fucking Kurt. Nightcrawler comes out.
Oh yeah, the blast is about to hit Magneto and Rogue. He comes in, grabs him, zips away, but as he zips away, he gets hit.
He gets hit still, and then
passes out, and then Gambit comes in. He's like, he's still alive. So then that pisses Rogue off.
And Magneto's like,
yeah,
how many? He's like, so many.
Yeah,
he's like, too many, so many, and like you just see Gambit doesn't show a lot of emotion, of hurt, fear,
yeah,
and just like and pain. Oh, actually, no, fear and pain are something I'm not used to seeing Gambit show.
No,
he's always calm, collected,
witty one, and
witty, and ever since his surgery, he's kind of never really gotten close to anyone other than Rogue. So he can be probably should have been an Omega level mutant.
You're fucking right.
But because of the surgery, it hindered him from giving his full potential. So yeah, because I think he almost died. Something I forgot what the surgery was exactly, but I know he has surgery, and then his powers are never as strong as they should have been.
Okay. So then Magneto and Rogue, they all start going after them. Gambit and Rogue fucking team up.
Yeah.
Just badass shit against Sentinels.
He gave me like Nightwing vibes on the motorcycle. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
They gave me some Nightwing vibes. That was pretty dope.
Yeah. So they're they take out some Sentinels, and then here comes that big fucker again, and pins them down. Magneto goes to that group.
The Morlocks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he's protecting them
because he promised Leech that he would never get hurt again.
Yeah. So Magneto's protecting them. The big fucker's on Magneto.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Well, before that happens, what makes him so like he's using his power of magnetism and like floating, right? And he's like whipping the monorail as if it was a whip.
Oh yeah.
That is fucking dope. Strong as fuck for no reason.
Yeah.
And then he gets hit. And then he gets knocked over, and he knocks over Charles's fucking statue.
Yeah.
And then he falls to the ground. And then he gets a flashback of like, and this is the first time that they reference the concentration camps of where he, during Nazi Germany. Mm-hmm. Back then, they couldn't really do anything.
They couldn't because they were told to stay away from that.
Right. Kind of stuff, it was supposed to be a kids' cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This X-Men 97 series is made for the people in their 30s like us that love the old show, that have wanted it to continue and had it, and now they have the opportunity to. As much as like. None of my kids are really watching this.
But with this fucking episode, it was like the kid in me got a present and then immediately punched in the face. Like, what the fuck, dude?
You want a candy?
Yeah, exactly. Here, I got you this present. Awesome. Bam! Laid me out. Like, what the fuck, dude? But anyway, so he's there with the Morlocks. He's trying to protect them. And the fucking big ass Sentinel's just giving him that green blast, right? Just straight fucking on Magneto. But he's got his magnet orb around him. Rogue wants to go help, and Gambit's like, stop, he's trying to save us. And then
he hits him because Magneto releases all of his power, and then it recognizes him as an Omega level threat. Mm-hmm. And that's when that green shit comes out, because he's only hitting very powerful mutants with the green. Because if you notice...
Yeah.
Well, I will get there right now. So he uses that like yellow blast for like mediocre mutants.
Yeah, it's just destroy, yeah. So then... As Rogue is trying to go help him, Magneto sends like a metal beam and then ties up Rogue and Gambit.
Yeah.
And then after that, he just grabs a bunch of other metal and creates a
barrier,
metal shelter over them.
Yeah.
But only a little for Rogue to be able to peek.
He could have closed that up.
I know, dude. Like, I want you to watch me die. Like, what the fuck? So, and then
Dramatic
Rogue is...
much? No.
It was... I know, right? But it was really... It's kind of touching, though, like seeing... Rogue's eyes meet Magneto's eyes, and he just like give her like a worried like look.
Yeah.
And then,
so here's my thing.
But hold on, let me get to this part, because the Leech part, dude. When Magneto tells him in German, "Don't be afraid." Where's my tissue box, dude? God. Oh my god, that was so. And
I've never seen that soft side
of Magneto. You don't never.
The only time is when in X-Men First Class. When X-Men First Class, when Charles and Eric are talking, and he's trying to move the satellite, and he's like, "Let me help you."
Oh, where he
releases all those memories.
He's like, "Imagine a time where you were very happy and shit like that," and he remembers a birthday with his mom. Yeah, dude.
And he starts crying.
You're right. I remember that.
The only time I've ever seen him emotional in the right way.
Yes,
and
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
That was beautiful. And then.
There's a lot more depth to Magneto than a lot of people realize, dude.
Yes.
There's so much more, and I think that he's only able to get there through Charles.
Yeah.
Had it not been for Charles, this guy probably would have been a maniacal fucking...
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Maniac, just out there killing everybody that wasn't mutant, dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
He'd be ruling Earth.
So then, boom, Magneto's... The blast finishes him.
So here, let's answer this question.
Says,
do you think Leech made him weaker? The way I explained.
You say that, I don't see it.
No,
I don't. I think that blast is designed to do one thing, and it's what it did. It's to kill Omega level mutants. I think that's what it did.
Okay. I mean, it was huge. It was massive. It was like large Sentinels was dropping out of the larger Sentinel.
Yeah, it looked like a Sentinel beetle or some shit. But dude. Here's the reason I don't think of that, because in this X-Men 97 series, no time did it show Leech use his powers and drain and null all their powers around him. Because if that were the case, then Magneto wouldn't be able to put up that orb. I don't think he would have had enough power.
He's an Omega level.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, I don't see that being a contributing factor to this.
Because Leech was holding him tight, which as he should have, because he was scared out of his mind. Yeah. You know, but
so then the Sentinel says, Omega threat eliminated. Here comes Rogue, pissed than a motherfucker.
And you think she would have been able to take that blast?
No, she's beelining straight to this fucking Sentinel. Gambit seizes, grabs the bike, lights up the bike,
bro.
Hits Rogue with it. Gets her literally set 1 second later. Blast would have hit her. Hits her. She bounces off. Blast past them. Then Gambit goes after the Sentinel. Yep. Big fucking mistake. Goes after it, climbs up. Because he gets close. He gets fucking close.
But the Sentinel was about to annihilate all of the existing.
Yeah, he was breaking up the ground. Boom, 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 boom. He was blasting it, and Gambit's climbing the blast.
No. But he saved all those mutants because he was gonna let go of the green blast, the big Sentinel, and he was gonna hit Nightcrawler, Emma, and everyone else was still alive. Right.
Yeah, all the people standing by.
And then it stopped, and then it switched over to Gambit. So he saved all their lives.
I thought that it switched over to because Rogue was coming.
Yeah, it shot Rogue, and then he saved her.
Yeah, but it didn't turn to look at the people. That was before Rogue was coming. No. After he blasted them, he turned it around, and then it was about to go to those people, and then Rogue blasts and turns to look at Rogue.
It was
sure?
positive. It was Rogue first. She gets hit, sent flying. He saves Rogue. Gambit saves Rogue, and then he keeps destroying, and then he looks at all those mutants that are still standing there that can't really do much to stop it, and that's when Gambit attacks.
Okay,
Gambit interferes because it stops the green blast, turns to the normal orange blast.
Okay.
And that's when it's breaking up the floor and Gambit's just hopping through it.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching it right now, huh? So he's hitting her with the bike. Blast. Turns. Starts walking. There's the green blast. You're right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, you have watched this.
Learned your lesson?
Times. You have watched this.
Have you not learned your lesson?
I don't remember. I remember that happening before Rogue was going. So anyway.
Guys, we constantly have this back
and forth. So then
what is the name of the
nerd with the shut up. So
and nerd with the 2 today.
So Gambit makes his way. He's making his way up to the Sentinel. He gets close.
Dude, he's he's striking distance. He's like a good 20 feet maybe.
He gets fucking close. And then out of nowhere, Gambit stopped midair. Sentinel stabs him with, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Some type of
he just detached a beam or a fucking pole and just stabs Gambit. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
And they show the blood. Which is cool.
I think
we don't see that a lot, and outside of it gave me Incredible vibe.
Okay.
You know the show
the anime,
Invincible. Sorry, Invincible. The Invincible vibe, that brutalness to the fight,
that gory type stuff. Okay,
I was
so Gambit gets stabbed in his side, and he's dangling in front of the face, and then it cuts to Gambit's face, and he just starts to smirk, and then
it just shows his nose down, no eyes.
He just starts to smirk. Bro. And then out of nowhere, you see the beam light up in pink.
Oh my god!
He lights up the entire fucking Sentinel. And then what does he say?
He's the name's Gambit, mon ami.
Yeah, and then he goes, remember it, and then blows up, boom. But then he dies. Damn it to hell.
The four liners that they get, the not one liners, but
And I didn't realize Gambit said that before.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he hits that so first it was Eric, and he's like, "Don't be afraid," and says it in German, and then he says, "Remember it," and then we see Scott, and they switch to Tish reporting the news happening, and he's like, "How many? Damn it!"
Yeah,
and then that line, there wasn't the last 2 minutes. There was barely any words spoken.
Yeah, there's
it was just dialogue. Everyone absorbing the devastation of what just happened.
And then it cuts back to Rogue going to Gambit,
and she says, "I can't feel you." And It plays the X-Men 97 intro on a very slow piano.
Somber, yeah.
And I'm just like...
But she gives the line that Wanda gave to Vision.
I can't feel you.
In WandaVision, dude.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, man.
Another callback to an...
and what a callback to dude.
WandaVision is one of my favorite series, and you know this. Everyone knows this.
It's one of the best Marvel series. Absolutely.
I think the only series that beats it is Loki. That's the only one that does.
The only one that beats it?
That beats WandaVision for me? And WandaVision was number 1 for the longest. Yeah. Until this Loki season 2, I was like, bruh, it was dope. But yeah, I put Loki number 1, but WandaVision, Jesus Christ. It ripped me apart. Like, it's so emotional. And, and the fact that she's never been able to feel him.
Now she has. But his light. No. She goes to touch him and still... No, she does touch it. She touches his face. She's like, I can't feel you. Yeah. For fuck's sake.
Because...
But I'm going to tell you this right now.
Some people were talking about like, oh, well, maybe she's sucking the last of his life force out. She can feel the life force. She knows if he is or isn't alive.
Yeah.
And she can feel people's emotions and pull their energy.
And it's not instant. She has to draw it out.
Right.
Like, if she starts to feel it, she would have let it go. That's dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna have this on record. If you guys don't find a fucking way to bring Gambit back, give Storm her powers back, bring back even fucking Magneto, I'm not watching season 2. You guys can go straight to fucking hell.
Fuck these new suits. I want new suits. Bring them back.
Yeah. The new suit better have fucking Gambit in it, is all I'm saying. Show me a new suit all day, but Gambit better be fucking wearing it. Or X-Men season 2, I ain't watching it. You could sit here and do the fucking podcast yourself. I'll just be like this. Entire fucking episode, that is.
You're such a pouty baby, bro.
Dude, there's no X-Men without Gambit, dude. There's no X-Men without Storm. There isn't.
I get it.
He's one of the thriving core members of the fucking X-Men. When you think X-Men, he's one of the members.
Gambit got his popularity from this series.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's not really highlighted in any other animated X-Men.
Right. Yeah. There's hardly any stories with Gambit. Yeah. He's essentially an X-Men central character. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. For X-Men 97.
No, I meant X-Men. Period. Anytime Gambit's mentioned, it's X-Men related.
Oh, of course. Yeah, because he's a mutant.
Yeah, but you don't ever see him outside of X-Men stories, is what I mean.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
Not like Wolverine.
Correct. Wolverine, he's got his
standalone
own story. Yeah, exactly. He's a standalone character, yeah.
I think he's the only X-Men that can.
I believe so. Been. I believe that we've seen outside of X-Men.
Yeah. I think just because of how long he's fucking lived, you know?
Fair enough, yeah.
So, killer episode. And then we get hit with this teaser for the mid-season teaser footage.
You mean episode 6?
No.
What are you talking about?
The teaser footage for the remainder. And then we see Cap's shield hit the snow.
Oh, shit, that trailer. That's right, dude.
Dude, what the fuck
Remember I asked you, do you think we're going to see other characters? You said no. And I said we don't need it, but fuck it, give me Cap all day.
I will, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think it's the timeline with Rogue and
I'm not going to speculate on timelines because after this fucking episode, I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, every time I get
a nerd with the knowledge, I have no fucking clue. Because they took my laughter. I don't know how you still kept your fucking knowledge, dude. How your mind wasn't blown to smithereens.
I mean, it was like my first initial reaction when I watched it. As soon as Eric grabbed Gambit, no, I'm sorry. As soon as Leech grabbed Eric. And I was like I just knew he was going to die. Yeah. In my mind, I said he's going to die. Yeah. And my mouth stayed open until the very end of the episode. From that part, I was just like...
What? Yeah, I don't think anybody watching, their jaw wasn't dropped. I don't think anybody watching.
When it ended, I think I finally breathed.
People were literally crying during this episode.
Yeah, Sandy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, watching X-Men. I'm like, they just died. They all died.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And walked away. Like, she had no idea what the fuck just happened. No idea. She's oblivious to what just happened. The annihilation of so many thousands of mutants.
She's like, bro, I haven't even had my coffee yet.
Yeah, it was, and her defense was early as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, it was like.
Well, you said you were getting ready for work, right?
Yeah, it was like 7:30 in the morning.
I don't get how you're watching shit while getting ready for work, but anyway. All right.
I technically stopped getting ready. I was just like.
He showed up to work 2 hours late.
No, I showed up to work.
Okay.
But dude, I was like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I mean, all things said and done.
I think I even drove to work with the radio off.
Just in shock.
Just in shock still on the way to work. Just like, what the fuck? Like, I heard every bump on the road.
Yeah, just
like,
this happened?
Dude, I was
fucking dead. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, all said and done, hell of a fucking way to end the first half of your season.
Can you imagine these next couple episodes?
Dude, I don't know
this
if
is part 2 of Life and Death.
That's coming up, yeah.
That's the next episode tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
it's bonkers, dude.
So we haven't made adjustments. Have you guys haven't told? We did. Can't tell. We did episode 1 and 2 together because they were released together, and then I was out of town, and then we did 3 and 4. We're gonna cover every episode individually from this point on, as you can tell. This episode.
Well, this episode was too big to not cover it. Yeah. It was too.
And I don't think they're gonna get any smaller. I think they're all gonna be able to warrant their own coverage.
Yeah, I would agree.
So holy shit, strap on, guys, because I think we are in for
strap in. I don't know what he wants you to strap on, but you can strap in for these next episodes.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! But yeah. I'll tell you what. I did not think we were gonna be hit with this level of fucking shit in this series. I was fully expecting my kid to
was
just
already done.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh, they're gonna warm us up. They're gonna give us some dope like
this is some adult level shit.
Hell yeah, dude!
I'm loving it.
Intricate stories.
I'm pleasantly surprised, but I thought we were just gonna be hit with the same kiddo type of X-Men. Like, hey, it's just
I don't think
up to date shit.
It was very teenager, like adult.
Oh yeah,
teenager.
that's fair to say.
Yeah, I don't think I had never seen the X-Men animated series as a kid show.
To be fair, any of our kid shows were kind of like that. We had the kids animated shows. They were usually like this. It's
fair point.
It was usually like the Barney and stuff. That was separate kiddie, very baby stuff.
Like, unless we're talking like Jimmy Neutron and things like that. Okay,
that's what I'm talking about. Like that was a separate type of shows that are.
Very Odd Parents is as entertaining it was. It's definitely a kid show.
Right. This is like the after school type of shows that they put on were very, I would say, teenage based. Yeah, I'm in agreement.
I'm with you
on that with you. I mean, that was episode 5. Remember it, and that we will.
Good God, we will.
Good God, in more ways than one. But let us know. We see what's going on in the internet as far as their reactions to this, but I want to hear from you guys. Let us know what your thoughts on it. If you guys were as shocked and awed by it as we were, I would like to know what hit you guys. What aspects of this episode you enjoyed? That'd be cool to hear from you all. I don't have any last points.
No.
Do you?
Not at all.
Any last speculations on what we're gonna see?
I don't fucking know.
Dude, I'm not even gonna try.
I don't fucking know no more.
I don't know. I don't know what is.
Every time I think I have a grasp,
another theory comes into play. You're like, but wait.
I don't know.
I mean, hats off to the writers because they're doing a phenomenal job keeping us in wonderment. Because
Marvel, Kevin, bring back
Bodemail, yeah, for sure. He's got to come back because I don't think season 3 will hit the same if he's not involved.
I'm scared, man.
I mean, so long as they keep the same writers, it'll have the same tone at least. You know what I mean? The story will be told the same way, but I don't know. I mean, then again, we don't know what Bodemail brought to the table. We don't know how big his influence is on these episodes.
Yeah, true.
We don't know where his influence ends in the shows.
Yeah.
But they're doing a phenomenal job with this season. I'm sure next season is going to be great. But that's going to do it for us today. It was a good episode to cover because that shit was wild.
Yep.
So stay tuned. As you said, we're going to be covering the next episodes as they air. We try not to spoil it for you guys as much as possible, so stay on those episodes. They drop every Wednesday, midnight of Wednesday. So they're there.
Well, no, every Tuesday.
Is midnight considered Tuesday still though?
Oh, okay, fair point.
So,
all right,
midnight
Wednesday,
between Tuesday
morning.
and Wednesday, however you want to figure this out. But yeah, so they drop. Keep an eye out for those episodes, guys. But I don't have anything else, and Kike, I think that's gonna do it for us, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, till the next episode airs, Kike, I am with you
to the end of the line.
Thanks, guys.